Hello everyone, this is Venom, and we are here with our first video with the Feybreak update for Palworld. I am sitting here in my cozy robe again. It's nice and late at night, and I am here with the first video of many. I'm going to be going over some of the new resources that people are looking for in the new update. Now, this actually dropped last night. I've been playing it for a while. Well, not quite a while. I was busy during the day. I did play for about 3 or 4 hours last night. I got to roam around and explore pretty much all the maps, so I got the map uncovered. And I spent the day going over a lot of new items. I've been trying to level up. I'm about to hit 58. I'm still working on breeding up and getting past Blazomet Ryu and getting ready for Xenolore because it's apparently the hardest fight, even on normal, which is really upsetting because, unfortunately, spoiler alert, Xenolore, the new Dark Dragon, is, I guess it's a mechanical dragon, but it is a raid-only boss, so... yeah, that's unfortunate because that's the POW I'm looking forward to the most. But that being said, even though I'm not quite there yet, I have still got a lot of information. I'm still having a very good time. Now, obviously, with Palworld's expansion, we have got some new items, and with those new items have come some new resources. There are quite a few new resources that you're going to want to get to do some of these, or make some of these awesome items here, some of these new saddles. There's a lot of new items here, but I'm not going to go too big into the individual items quite yet. I'm going to do another video on that later on, going over some of the new ones. The biggest one right now that people want to know is where do you get some of these new resources at? If you don't know where to find them at, they can be a pain in the butt, especially 3 of them. One is not too hard to find, but we're going to go over them. The first is going to be the Hexalite Quartz. You're going to need that to make the Hexalite ingots, the new one. I was incorrect as far... I was half right, half wrong as far as what resources to stock up at. The new ingot does not take oil. I just made some Hexalite myself. A new ingot does take ore, but also takes 2 new resources, chromite and hexalite. And those are 2 of the ones I want to talk about today. Now, hexalite is probably the easiest of the new resources to find because you can pretty much find it all over the place in Feybreak Island. It is all over the place. You're going to find it in the crystals all over. I'm looking for a nice spot where I can put a base at with a lot of them that spawn so I can just kind of farm that over and over again. I can put some Anubises out and have it auto-farm. Right now, I'm probably going to end up putting a base on the beach, and I'll tell you why later when I talk about one of the other resources. But hexalite you can find pretty much wherever. Pretty much you throw a stone and you're going to find some hexalite quartz crystals you can farm up. Now, to process a hexalite, you're going to need chromite, and chromite is one of the ones that's kind of a pain in the butt to find. Now, to get chromite, there's a couple ways to do it. The easiest way and the starting way to do it is to get the metal detector or to get a smoky, the smoky POW. Now, having the metal detector out while you're riding on a ground mount or walking is going to help you detect any chromite that's in the area. When you get closer to the chromite, the ping that goes out is going to get quicker and quicker, and then once you actually walk over some, it's going to pop up and a little puff of smoke with a flag out of it that, lets you see it very easily. Same thing with the Smoky, except Smoky's got a cooldown. I would suggest using the metal detector instead and not wasting the power slot, unless you just really don't want to make a metal detector. So that's how you find chromite. Now, you can find it out about in the world. I have not found any in the world yet. The only chromite I've found has been in caves and dungeons. So that is probably the best way right now to find it outside of the third way, which is the expeditions. Now, for those who don't know, expeditions are one of the new features we have in Palworld. You can send your pals out. In fact, my guys have just come back from an expedition now. I'm going to go ahead and take those. Thank you. You can actually send expeditions out for pretty much all of the different regions in the world. Now, right now, I've got all but one unlocked. You unlock these by beating the tower bosses. So you can see right here, I've got all these unlocked. I beat all the tower bosses except for the new one. So I can send pals into all these different dungeons. And you can see, when you click on it, let me go back here. When you click on the dungeons, it tells you what you can actually get out of the dungeon. So, for example, the earliest dungeon, I can get things like PAL spheres, I get aura, palladiums, small PAL souls, and all the way up to ancient civilization parts. The highest dungeon, which again I have not unlocked yet, will actually give you chromite in it. You can't get it out of the other dungeons. It only comes in the last one. So you can actually get chromite fairly easily. From what I understand, it's pretty quick to do these expeditions. You're going to get a lot of chromite and giant PAL souls too. That's another one you're going to need from the expeditions. And just in case you want to know, you can also get the Xenolore slabs from the final cave as well. But you can also get them from the second to last cave, the second Dreamland cave as well. So that's the third way to get chromite. You're going to need chromite to process all of your new ores, all of your new hexalite crystals. The next one is going to be the Night Star Sand, and that one's pretty easy. You find this one at night on beaches. If you see these little glowing piles on the ground, that's what that is. Go ahead and pick that up. You're going to need a lot of Night Star Sand to make some of the new items. And then finally, there are the Predator Cores. Predator Cores drop from Predator Pals. What is a Predator Pal? Predator Pals are pals like Alpha Pals, except these are a bit stronger. They hit like trucks still, and you cannot capture them. When you get near them, you're going to hear like a really eerie sound, and you're going to know you're by a Predator Pal. They have set spawns around the world. You can actually check the Palworld interactive map. I'm going to put a link down below, but it actually shows you where all these spawn at. You kill the pal and you get the core. Again, you cannot capture them, so you can't capture them and butcher them. You have to actually kill them to get these cores, so that's how you get the core. And that is a quick video. This is how to get the 4 new resources in Palworld right now. Now, there's a ton of other items I want to go over. There's a lot of different stuff. Right now, I'm still kind of getting my bearing. I'm going to also show you guys a map too. I'm probably going to put this, I'm going to put a picture on my Discord or something, but here's the entire map. I went ahead and uncovered the entire thing. Now, I'm going to make a video about this later on too, but when you first get to the island, you cannot fly over it, or if you do, you get shot down. It is an anti-air area. Now, there are bases around, just like you can find bases around the rest of Palworld. If you go into those bases, there's turrets there. You have to shut them down, and then you can fly around that area, and you got to basically go around the entire island and shut down those turrets. Now, I don't know if they respawn. They do it very slowly, but as of right now, I can fly around the entire island. I'll check later on to see if any more of those turrets spawn, but be careful. You're going to need some ground mounts at first, at least until you take those out. You can fly for a bit, but after about 10 seconds, if you're still in the air, you're going to get one-shotted out. I had a maxed out, or a level 55 jet dragon with 100 and all 3 stats, and it's a one-shot. You're not going to survive it. So yeah, that is very it's kind of cool, and it's kind of annoying because you think you're going to go fly in and see everything right away. You're not going to do that. I don't suggest doing that. So here's what the entire map looks like. Here it is compared to the rest of the world. And they said 6 times bigger than Sakurajima. I'd say that's an understatement. Here's Sakurajima right here, almost completely uncovered. And here is Feybreak. I can't even get the entire thing on my screen. That's how big this is. And the entire thing is brutal. It is crazy brutal. I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. So I'm going to go out and do some more exploring. I'm doing some more capturing. Right now, it's really easy for me to get sidetracked. I'm trying to do 100 things at once. I'm trying to calm down. I want to bring you guys a content, but I want to make sure I'm doing it right. And I don't spawn in anything. I do everything organically. I'm not going to lie. I really want to cheat in a Xenoloord egg. I really want to do it. I want to find a way to cheese it. I want to find a way to just easily kill it. I would just cheat it in right now, but my OCD is not letting me do it. So I'm trying to get through legitimately. I'm still trying to get past Blazomet Ryu. My team's only halfway full, or halfway finished. I've got a team of Ignises that are Jordantine Ignises that I'm trying to level up and condense. I think only half of them are even up to level 3. So I'm mass producing eggs right now to get them up to 4 so I can finally take the thing down. I tried the turrets before. I've actually got them down to like 40,000 health. If I'd had somebody else with me, we would have taken them out. I got them all the way to phase 2 and all the way down to 40,000 health, and I just ran out of time. And keep in mind, I have my pals set to where I can have 50 in each base, and it's really hard if you're not fully prepared. You can't really slack on it, and Xenoloord is even harder than that. I think very few people have even beat him on Ultra right now. People are still struggling to get past just a regular version of him. Now, from what I understand, he doesn't have it in phase 2, but even then, he's still super hard. So that's what I'm working on, but right now I need to focus and get my level up first, get my pals leveled up, and then I can dive into the rest of the stuff. But that being said, that is the new resources. I'm going to go over some of the new items and some of the new systems in the next videos. So over the next week or so, I'm going to be coming out with more and more information for Feybreak, so stay tuned. I know there's a lot of information out there right now. Sorry, I almost chopped there. And I am fighting to gather all that information myself, discover some new things myself, and bring all that information to you, as well as find a good spot for a base on Feybreak. I've got a base ready to go to put down. I just don't know where I want to put my base at. So it's more likely going to end up being on a beach. And here you can see the beaches here. This is where you're going to find all the Night Star sand. I'm more likely going to put, matter of fact, here's why I farmed it up right here. I'm more likely going to put my base around here because I can find the Night Star as well as the Hexalite Crystal. So that is going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for coming by. If you like what we're doing here on the channel, please sub to it. If you love the video, please like it, and I will see you all on the next video.